Hi everyone! This video is about a couple things related to CSC148 Assignment 1 in winter 2017. In this video I want to briefly remind you about uploading files to Marcus and encourage you to be doing that regularly as you're working on your assignment. And then I also want to give you a demo of what the GUI controller should look like when you've got your code actually working correctly. So first of all, just as a reminder, when you log into Marcus and you're going to your assignment page, when you're going to submit your file, you're going to go to submissions. You can add a new file if you haven't done anything already. So you can just start by choosing the file you want to upload and submit. And a reminder that you can, when you click add a new file, you'll just overwrite this existing one. So what we'd like to encourage you to do is to regularly, every time you get a piece working, regularly be uploading that file to Marcus so that you have a backup, and also so that you're building that habit so that if you go on and take courses like CSC207 and other programming courses, that you'll have developed good habits in terms of saving your work regularly. So just to show you, once I've uploaded this file, I can just do the exact same thing again to replace it with a theoretically updated version of the file. You can see the time that I revised changed, so this is now the newest version of your file here in Marcus. So now let's take a quick look at what the GUI controller should look like when you run your code. So when you run it, you should get a window that looks like this. This is just with the default values from the starter code. So here we have 4 stools and 5 cheeses. And so what you should be able to do once you've got your model class working is you should be able to click on a cheese and move it to a stool. Click on a cheese and move it to a stool. You should see your number of moves counting here, and you should not be able to move a larger cheese on top of a smaller cheese. So again, if I try to move this one here, it doesn't go. If I try to move it here, it doesn't go, but I can move it here, and I can move smaller cheeses on top of larger ones. And again, to move, I click on the cheese, then click on the destination stool, click on the cheese, and click on the stool where you want it to go. You should not be able to put bigger cheeses on smaller ones, and so forth. Now let's take a look at the console controller. You can see, some error messages that came here when I tried to make invalid moves. Now if I run the console controller, I should be able to play the game similarly. So here we've got the same configuration, 5 cheeses on 4 stools, and I should be able to say things like move the top cheese from stool 1 to stool 3, and you can see that reflected in the drawing here. I should also be able to do that to stool 2, and I should get errors for things like out of range stools and for moving larger cheeses on top of smaller cheeses, and also for moving things from empty stools. You can see my moves have not incremented as we go here because nothing's happened. So that's just a short demo of how things should look once you've got all the pieces of assignment 1, or particularly of steps 1 through 3 of assignment 1 working, and then step 4 for the console controller. Again, for this assignment, one thing that a number of people have found a bit confusing is that, unlike for those of you who took CSC108, instead of giving you a list of functions that you have to write, here we've given you that list as part of the starter code. So what you're going to need to do is review the code that we've provided to figure out which methods you'll need to write. This is a lot more in line with how you might decide what code you need to implement in a real-world software project. We hope you enjoy working on this assignment. Good luck and have fun.